If you were crushed with a hydraulic press, would it be strong enough to press you into a tiny cube? Your body is mostly made of water, and water can't be compressed. So you would have to remove all of your fluids by drying out completely. Then you'd have to grind up your bones and organs into fine powder. Finally, you could crush it all together, turning an entire human into a dense little cube about the size of a football. The cow knocked him into a pile of manure, snapping his hip, he couldn't move and had no way to call for help. For 5 days he lay helpless in the dirt, baking in the sun and freezing at night. But he wasn't alone, his goat found him and stayed by his side. At night she curled up beside him to keep him warm. Days passed and without food or water the man grew weak, but the goat let him milk her into an old bottle, giving him just enough to survive. Eventually he was found and rushed to the hospital. He swears he wouldn't have made it without her. If you cut a pilonidal cyst in half, you'd probably find a clump of hair inside. These hairs typically fall from your head and down the back of your shirt. As you move around throughout the day, they travel down to this area and eventually embed into your skin. Your body perceives them as a foreign object, and the area becomes inflamed. This can eventually cause a cyst to form that traps more and more hairs as they fall. When you press down on the quarter, it'll punch straight through into the jar like magic. This happens because the top is actually the wide end of a clear balloon. The quarter is pressed into the underside and massaged in until the latex around it becomes thin and invisible. Then it's stretched over the jar with the quarter appearing like it's resting right on top.